Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
Well, hey there, Tall Man Clan. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone calls her that. We are coming to you live this very moment from the MSC Seashore inside of our cabin, cabin 9161. And you know what? We might as well just give, there it is. There's out the balcony right now. And so it's a beautiful shot. We had a beautiful day for our last day, and we are glad you are with us. So hello, welcome. And before we give some of our wrap up, we have one more bit of business to do, and that is cover the spa. So here it is. All right, everybody. So we are at the entrance of the spa, and right now there's no one getting treatments. So we have, well, we'll be able to show it to you, all of it to you. Now, when we were doing the deck tour of Deck 8, I had pointed out the barbershop up there, and I had mentioned something about the ladies. Well, the ladies' hair salon is here. The barbershop down there was just for the men. And right, next to the barbershop was cosmetics, but here's the hair salon for the ladies. I suppose the guys could be in here too. Yeah, I suppose, right?
Sure.
All right, so there's your hair salon. Keep on going. Down here, this is where you get your nails done. So you want your nails looking like top notch. You're gonna come see her. And she's gonna take care of you. All right, this is the Medi Spa Center. Not sure what that is. Oh, that's like an office, so we're gonna stay out of there. Okay, into the thermal areas and treatment areas. So the thermal areas are back here. treatment areas are up here. So let's do the thermal areas first. Okay, that room is in use. It says do not disturb. So it says thermal areas, changing rooms. There we go. All right. So those are the changing rooms down there. We're not gonna go in there, just in case. And that is locked, so we'll have to try to get to that side another way. As we enter the thermal area. Oh yeah. Just the whole ambiance changes, doesn't it? You get some nice loungers here, right? There's like a little pod right here. This is a cold rain shower. It's hard to see because it's dark in here, but these doors close, I believe, or maybe they don't close, but you have a rain shower heads up here in the top. I thought those doors would close. Nice. Now here, it's so hard to see. You finish classic sauna. Look at that, everybody. Wow, I just opened the door. Woo, the camera's gonna fog up. And this is a soft spot, sauna. Soft, so this would be not quite as hot, I would think. I think that's what that means. Anybody out there knows what the difference between a Finnish sauna and a soft sauna, please let me know. All right, here's another rain shower, but this is a bucket. Look at this. That is neat. Warm breeze. That is awesome. And then here's sort of this leads to the outside. Remember we were trying to get to the outside area towards the front of the ship, and we couldn't because it's part of the spa. Well, this is it right here. So there's the hot tub, and it goes all the way forward that way, but we don't want to lose our way here, so we're gonna stay inside for now. All right, so let's keep on going. I'm not sure what this is, but it could be a mud thing. What was this door here? This is a scrub room. It's locked. Snow room. Oh my Lord. Look at this, Lisa. Wow. Okay, it is freezing in here, obviously. That is real snow and ice. It is not fake. It is 30-something degrees in there. Okay, camera's gonna fog up again. All right, these should be warming. Yep, they are. We have a nice plunge spa here. Hot tub, if you will. There's a lot in here, Lisa. Right. This is the salt relax room. Wow. I hope the camera is catching this, but what a very elegant spa. We're coming down here. This is the Bright Sensor Steam Bath. Oh yeah. Again, camera just does not like the steam. We have another shower here. This one's called Warm Breeze. Okay. Shower heads up there. And then this is the vertical, how would you pronounce that? Neep? Neep?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There you go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in here, guys. Here's the cold rain shower. Again, looks just like all the others. It just is going to react different. And then the last treatment area, or at least a dark sensory steam bath. Not the treatment areas, but oh yeah, ooh. Oh wow, can you smell that?
Yeah,
the eucalyptus?
I do.
Wow, we need smell-o-vision.
Yes,
That is your exit. We're not going to go there. But these loungers, there's some more down this side as well. Wow. Yeah. Thermal spa, that's what I was trying to say. By the way, it switches. After you're done with that, you go and you stand over there. Then you go and you stand over there. We'll wait to show you what the last one is. That must have a very interesting feeling. And then you finish off with a nice light rain. That's neat. And the different colors. Very, very neat. Yeah, would you say this is one of the more elegant ones we've seen?
Yeah,
Again, I'm assuming this is a mud room.
I
It's
would
just
agree.
locked like a scrub room.
I would
It says scrub room. So like if you're doing a hammam, is that what it's called? Hammam? Like a body scrub, a hammam body scrub? Can't remember the name. That would be done in there. Wow. Well, I'm gonna say this was worth the wait. Again, I think this was locked, was it?
yes, that was locked.
Okay. All right, so let's just try to look at the treatment areas. You're down here, and they're all labeled, right? So you have massage, 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 thalassotherapy.
Therapy.
Thank you. And then over here, another massage. And this is what the rooms look like. They have one open here, right? Very relaxing. The music playing in here is completely relaxing. All right, nice. How do you say that, Lisa?
Thalassotherapy.
Thalassotherapy. Thalassotherapy. Okay. Massage, 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 massage. Jasmine massage, iris massage, primrose massage. This is the Narcissus massage room. This one's got a porthole. Nice. That might be a little awkward on a port day with a ship next to us. I'm sure it closes. Exit doors. And here's some more massage, moonflower massage, and then you have another thalassotherapy. And yeah, got your water table there, personal shower, nice. Then we go down here. Not sure what's left. The tulip massage. Wow, there's a whole nother bank down here. Toilets. Lilac massage, rose massage, violet massage, solarium. Oh, we gotta go in there. What? Look at that. Is that a tanning bed?
I think that's a tanning bed.
That is a tanning bed. You have a shower there for after. Right, place to dress. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either. And crew only and an unmarked door.
Well, there you go, everybody. I think that is it for the spa. I thought there was something else on the outside, on the other side. So let me see if I can figure that out. Even though the exit is there, it doesn't say crew door, so let's take a peek. Oh, here we go. Lisa, make sure we can open up and get back in. We can. Hold this open for me. All right, so again, if you remember when we were doing deck 8, we were stopped right over there. We can go any further. So out here is your own hot tub. There's some cabanas you can sit in, right? And we are as far forward can go. All right, see what's over here. It's probably just the crew area, right? But you can see the bow and how far in the superstructure is from the bow, right? There you go. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed the look of the spa. I'll be honest, as I mentioned, this was one of the more elegant spas we've seen on a ship. So let us know if you decide to have a treatment. All right, until we see you on the next one or the next ship, be safe. Well, there you have it, guys. There is the spa here on the MSC Seashore. It was a beautiful spa.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's one of the nicer ones we've seen.
Yeah, it smelled so good in there too.
It did. So all those different massage rooms, they're different style of massages, and that's why they have different names and stuff. So if you want more details, if you ever come on the ship on embarkation day, they do give tours and tell you all about the different processes and things that they offer. So this was literally everybody had gotten off the ship. We had just gotten back on. There was nobody there, so we were able to just kind of have at it. So
yeah,
so
that
there
was
you
a lot of fun.
It was. So we have now, through the last 8 or 9 hours, covered the entire ship, front to back, top to bottom, left to right, as promised, as we do in our style. Okay. Our day, let's at least wrap up with that before we do the wrap up. But we spent the day at the private island, which was great, and that's what most of the highlights were, except for the tail end of the highlights were the white party. The white party was last night. It was pretty banging up there, even though
yeah, it really was.
we didn't have white.
No.
No, we just videoed everybody else in there white.
But everybody was having a good time.
It was. You know what's funny? I could have swore, like on the first cruise we were at, the white night was like, I think it was like the first night.
I was thinking it was the second night, but it wasn't.
Either way, I mean,
Yeah.
there's they like stack things on, right? It because in a 3-day, 4-day, it's got limited time, and there'll be a glow party and a white night all at the same time. I mean, just lots of things to do. Also, I did. I'll cover that in a minute. So, if you were paying attention to the highlights, as we've discussed, this ship is sold out. Right, 4,888 passengers. It is not capacity, but every room is sold. And so there were definitely more people on the island this time than when we went in November. We didn't get off on the 4-day because we were on the ship videoing. We planned to go today, which we did. And so there were some lines for some food. However, all the rest of the areas, there was chairs. If you wanted a chair, you could find a chair wherever you wanted to find a chair.
Yes.
The most availability would have been on the back side because it takes a little while to walk there. However, again, if you were watching the highlights, they have these golf carts and little stations throughout the park, if you will, the island, where you can get on like a train stop, if you will, right? So you don't have to walk at all. You just wait your turn, and when the golf cart comes up, you can get on, and it'll take you, and it stops at all the stops, and then you get off where you want to get off. So, which is really, really nice.
And I really like too that everything is paved, it's concrete. You know, so you're not walking in the dirt everywhere. I mean, yeah, you're going to be walking in sand to get to the beach, but all of the main paths, they're it's a solid surface.
I was surprised to see how much sand made it back here on the ship.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
Well, you didn't because you didn't go to dinner.
Oh.
I was walking around the stairs. There's like footprints of sand. I'm like, where'd all this sand come from? Anyway, so it was a real nice day. But there's a few things that we sort of it came to us as we were walking around, seeing some of the line. The only line was when it was time to eat, because the food is free. They cook it, and it's part of the whole experience, right? But you had to wait in the line, and I shot some video of that line and put it in the highlights. And Lisa says, now imagine if there were 4 ships here, right? It was something that was in the news a few weeks ago that Carnival is building a new island,
Celebration Key.
Yeah. And they are preparing it right now to have 2 berths or 2 docks to have 2 of their XL class size ships. At least they're big enough to accommodate an XL class ship in there. And so that island is only 50 acres. Okay. The island that we just left today, 65 acres. Right. So, in fact, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put the highlights back on here. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm going to mute it. Okay, so there you go. Look at that. It's 65 acres that you're looking at here. Okay, there's a beach just to the left, right there. You see it just to the left of your screen. All right. There's the beach that most people go to is all the way back there. It's sort of an inlet kind of bay that's protected, which is nice. And there's a big net across there, so big fish and stuff can't get in there. Let's see if I can put us on there. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Okay, so I've got it muted, so I'm just going to let it play again, so we can sort of give you an idea of what it's like there. So that was just getting off the ship. This is walking. The ship is right there. I mean, it's not like in NASA where you got to walk like quite a ways to get there. I mean, the ship is literally right there. You walk down the gangway, and probably no more than 30 steps, and you're sort of in the park, if you will. Okay. And then as you keep on going, there's a nice little entryway. And by the way, thank you all for the thumbs up. And
Yes,
I mean, that's
thank
a
you.
great shot there. And there's the transportation, right? They have these covered areas and a little sign that always says transportation hub or transportation center. And you just wait in line, and there's one of the golf carts, and that takes you around if you want. And there's the good map. Okay. You see where the ship is, and we are looking at the map that is closest to the ship. And so the beach sort of in front of the ship, as you will, is the one that's closest.
That's where the lighthouse is.
That's where the lighthouse is. And there was people there, but there was still plenty of chairs.
Yeah.
But most of the people go to the bigger one where the Ocean Cay Lagoon is. And most of the people hang out on the side that you're closest to the ship, if you will. If you don't want to go there, you got to walk across the bridge and walk to the other side. But again, there is the tram that will take you there. And there was free chairs everywhere.
Yeah, there were a ton of chairs on that far side.
Chairs everywhere. So again, looking at this, 65 acres, right? So imagine, because getting back to the news a couple weeks ago with Celebration Cay for Carnival, they've announced that they're already planning a phase 2, which will be the year after, that they're just going to continue construction. The main part will open up. They'll have 2 berths plus the island at 50 acres. But part 2 is they're going to add 2 more berths.
Yeah.
So they can accommodate 4 XL class ships.
Yeah.
Now, watching some of this, I don't, it's going to be a mess if there are 4 ships in there.
Yeah, when we get to the beach area, I think it'll make a little bit more sense, the comments that we have.
Yeah,
Because when you're looking at this,
most people are at the beach right now.
Yeah.
Or they were waiting in line to get food, which you'll see here in just a minute. But yeah, there's some nice shops and there's some bars along the way. This is still towards the ship. You haven't even really gotten to the main beach yet.
Exactly.
This is another little lagoon off to the left. It's not opened yet. It wasn't open in November, still not opened. Just lots of green space, which we love.
Yeah.
It was a little bit overcast today. There you go. A little shack to get some food. Again, that's free. They had some lobster rolls that were like $12, but everything else was free.
Burgers and
hot
fries and
dogs,
stuff,
yeah.
that was free.
Yeah. Lighthouse area is cool. There's a bar down there. You can't go up the lighthouse unless you pay for it. Oh, there's the line right there.
That's the line for the food.
And it went down a ways. Now there was another line on the other side that was just as long.
Yeah, and that's the huge buffet. There are the little food carts
That serve
that are scattered
about
all over
the
the
same
place.
thing.
Well, I mean, this has a lot more expansive
Yeah.
menu. The little carts, like I said, they have hamburgers, hot dogs, and fries, and you can buy the extra lobster or
roll if you
whatever
want, yeah.
want. But yeah, if you want fruit and things like that, this is where you're going to go to get that.
Again, this is 65 acres that we're
Yes.
on now. The Carnival Island, Celebration Cay, 50 acres. And they're building it to accommodate 4 ships that hold 6,000 people plus.
I hope they're going to have more food pavilions.
That's 24,000 people. There's 4,800 people here. And there was a few people, there wasn't a ton of people left on the ship, so almost everybody got off today, I would think.
I would think
But-
so. It was very quiet on the ship.
But I would say there's probably at least 800 people that stayed on. So there are 4,000 people on this island right now. So imagine 24,000 10,000 people, or even just say 20,000, because say 4,000, 1,000 each ship don't get on.
Yeah, exactly.
or get off.
Exactly.
I can't. I just can't imagine it. I
Well,
just
fast
can't
forward
imagine
to the lagoon there,
Yep.
and look at all the people in the water and on the beach.
Right
there.
there.
We go.
So this is the main lagoon area.
Mm-hmm. Now that's with one ship.
Yep.
Thank you.
And a little bit of the food. We'll just back
yeah.
it up so you can see. And yeah, it wasn't packed at all. Now, of course, the water was a little cold, right? It is winter, or towards the end of winter, so the water's a little cool. It's obviously much, much warmer in the summer. But the backside that you see, the sand that's in the backside, there's just not a ton of people over there.
No.
Right? So if you want a nice, quiet experience, even though the whole thing is a quiet experience, because there's only, it's only one ship, get on the cart and go to the back or walk to the back. It's, I don't know, maybe a 15-minute walk total.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, so, again, there's some of the food. It's barbecue style, if you will, but no barbecue. The yacht club people, they have their own space.
They do.
We couldn't go in there. All right, so here's a look from the backside, and it's just so few people there. Cabanas, you can rent a cabana for $250.
Yes.
So if you want a cabana, $250 for the day.
Yep.
Okay. And there's all kinds of sports, jet skis, and just all kinds of things that you can do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or if you want to get a treatment there, you can.
That's a little wedding pavilion.
Yep, wedding pavilion. Helicopter pad. Adults only area. And then we're back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. So there was Ocean K. Ocean Key, or that's
Key.
Ocean Key. Yep.
Yeah. The only one that's K is Coco K.
Coco K, yeah,
That's
Key. Everything
their-
else is Key.
Yeah.
Key. All right, so we got right into the content tonight, so we didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody.
Yes.
So hello, everybody. Charles, we're sorry, buddy. It's just, there's just something absolutely out of our control.
Yeah.
Danny Mac, staying alive. Justina, woohoo! Happy Saturday, Macrina, and everyone, of course. Hello, Mimi Radar. Danny did say the bee is getting better. Hopefully it's much better now.
Absolutely.
Where has the week gone? I know.
I know.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
What's real crazy is reality is going to slap us hard. We'll cover reality in a little bit.
Yes.
Of course, Macrina talks about balcony cam. I agree. Lisa's a great co-pilot with the light from her phone. I know, right? Tuesday, welcome Tuesday.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while.
You didn't change your name to Saturday.
No.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
Hello, Justina. Charles said, sorry about that snow room they can keep it. I loathe cold weather. Yeah, we don't like it either, but, I suppose we might go in for a couple minutes. The cold therapy is a big thing. Right. Oh, thank you very much, everybody, for the thumbs up. Appreciate you.
It was cold in there, too.
It was cold.
I was shocked. That was the last thing I expected to find in there.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a snow room in a spa before.
Yeah.
Has anybody else been in a spa on a ship that has a snow room like that? I don't know. I've never seen it. That area is huge. How many people are getting...
Massages.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be massages.
Yeah.
Well, at the time we were there, nobody. We were literally
there were
2 of 29
people.
Yeah. It was closed.
Yes.
We never asked how many treatment rooms they had, but I would probably guess 20 to 30. I mean, there was a lot.
Yeah.
But remember, each room does something a little bit different. So they probably have, 2 or 3 rooms that do the tulip massage, and 2 and 3 rooms that do the rose massage, and say thalassa therapy 10 times fast. We only saw 2 of those.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll get to some questions in a minute. Let's
Okay.
finish. Chris says, do any packages come? No, probably not there, buddy. Oh, yeah, let's not do that. I should start reading these before I put them up. Oh, my good Lord. Y'all behave yourself.
I know, right?
Jeez. Hope you recovered from last night's mood. LOL. Hope you had a recovery sip. No, I didn't have a cocktail. And Lisa, we went for some snacks late last night, and Lisa didn't have the pizza. She didn't want it then.
No. I might want it tonight, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And Tony says, that's crazy. 4 times XL Carnival ships would be over 25. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Imagine that on an island smaller than we were just on.
That's what we were talking about today. It just seems like, wow. And that's what's so nice about this island is that, you do have so much space. You don't feel like people are right on top of you. And imagine putting 4 people on it, or 4 ships on it.
Yeah, with 25.
It's going to be.
I wouldn't get off the ship. I'd just be like, y'all have fun down there. I'll stay up here and have the pool to myself.
I'll look at it from the balcony.
Yeah. We'll zoom in and watch the fighting.
Oh my gosh.
Bev says, this is my idea of a private island.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the one thing that I feel about MSC. They really seem to be more about the experience than cramming so many people on a ship.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the design and build of this ship, the superstructure where all the cabins are way far in from the outside of the hull. This could be, because of the length of the ship and the width of it, at least at the hull section, this could be a 240,000 ton ship. But they choose less people for a better experience.
Yeah, fewer cabins and a lot more dance room.
Yeah, a lot more outdoor space, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Danny Mac says maybe the beach is for your ship. Other ships would have another beach, and a map you see is your private island. Only shows your beach. It's possible. It's possible. But you just remember, it's only 50 acres, as opposed. This one is 65. So I just can't imagine them cutting it up in a way that everybody on this ship only gets 12 and a half acres. And then this ship only gets 12 and a half acres. And this, I can't imagine they do that. I think it's just going to be a big free-for-all.
Yeah.
Yep.
And especially the way that the pictures that we've seen, the way that the docks are. You have a long dock. You've got 2 ships here, and then in the future it'll be 2 ships off that same dock area. So
yeah, like L'd out like that, if you will.
It's not going to be one ship on 4 sides.
Yep.
Each of 4
the
sides.
ship pulls right up. You walk off, and 20 steps, and you're through the fence and into the park, if you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think it was Danny who had a question. We got some answers to, or somebody, I forget, maybe Antonio.
It may have been Antonio or Charles. I didn't write the name down. But somebody was asking about the Oria cabins and do they have access to the top 19 solarium? They do. The Oria staterooms, they get bathrobes, a bottle of champagne, and access to the solarium.
Just the solarium.
Just the solarium, nothing else.
None of the other areas that are behind that door, just the solarium.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that, and I don't know because we haven't been in there, but your key would open to get into that section, and then everything else is a different key, and your key wouldn't work, I guess. But yeah. So if you've booked any of the Oria, whatever cabins inside Ocean View Balcony, whatever it is, you will have access to the
solarium.
Solarium, but it's called Sol 19
Top
or
19.
Top 19. Top
Yes.
19. Top 19. I should have done that correct, but I didn't. Top 19. Anyway, sorry. I got toys and I got to use them.
Yeah.
All right. So we've talked about some of your questions here. Thank you. If you have some more, put them in there while we're live. If you're watching the replay, leave your questions in there. Now, obviously, this is our last night on the ship, and so we will do our best to answer based upon the things that we've learned while we've been here.
Yes.
But if you're with us live, it's probably going to be the same end result. If we don't know the answer now, we will do our best to, figure it out. Because we've learned an awful lot here over the past week about MSC and their ships and how they do business. Also, don't forget Facebook. Come to our Facebook group, everybody. We post different things. In fact, I'm going to be posting our Last Supper here soon. And so we'll put that up there. We put a lot things that we don't broadcast live, we're going to put up on the Facebook. So go ahead and go there if you wish. So overall, what do we think? We've sort of said it multiple times. We absolutely love MSC.
Yeah.
The ships are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
They really are. They're stunning. The food is amazing. The staff has been amazing. Just all in all, it's been truly an amazing experience. A different experience this time than the last time. Last day was a 7-day cruise. This was a 4-day and a 3-day. So
Yes.
this felt different, but still the food was great and the service was great and everything was awesome. Our cabin steward is just always visible and asking, do you need anything? Can we help you? What can we do? And by the way, this has nothing to do with our YouTube channel. I mean, I'm sure they know we're here because we've gone to the customer service a couple times trying to get into the yacht club. But generally speaking, we don't walk around, hey, we're YouTubing. You got to. No, we just, this is just do us, right? So it's been the same thing with our waiter, our waitress.
Yeah.
So it was very, very attentive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are there things we don't like? Absolutely. I think there's some things that they can still improve upon. For instance, and we've already talked about this. The elevators. There are two problems, I think, with the elevators. One is what we've already talked about. They got to do a better job of educating people how to use these things.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
The digital elevator is a new concept, respectfully, and a lot of people stateside just don't know how to use them. Maybe in Europe it's the thing. I don't know. But over here, it is not. And so elevators have been problematic. Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we noticed when we were on the seaside,
Yes.
the elevators operated very efficiently.
Yes. Agreed.
On this ship, they do not.
No.
They need to reprogram them. There's something awry.
Yeah. Agreed.
There's been very few times shy of being in the middle of the night where you press the button and the elevator comes in what I would call a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Normally, it's 7 to 10 minutes. I mean, it's a long, painful wait.
It is.
And it's not like the other 3 elevators open up at your floor. You press it and you're waiting and you're waiting. None of the other elevator doors open either. And then eventually your elevator comes. So it's got to be something in the programming. I wish they would look into that. So there's that. For me, the next thing I'd like to see fixed, the loudspeakers. When the cruise director comes on or they make an announcement, I have never in my life heard loudspeakers so freaking loud on a ship before. I mean, like when it comes on, it's deafening loud. It scares you. It's so loud. And being a musician, I'm used to loud things. Loud things don't usually bother me, but holy crap. If they brought it down 10 decibels, it would still be too loud. I mean, it's pretty loud. So it's a picky thing. It's just a picky thing, right? Has nothing to do with the way the ship looks and how beautiful it is and the food and the service. These are things, right? Lisa would like them to change their
shampoo.
Their shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah. It's nice that they provided, and I'm just going to throw this out there. My hair, I do color my gray. My hair feels like straw even after I have conditioned. It feels just dry as anything. So bring your own shampoo.
Easy fix, right? You can bring your own shampoo and conditioner. Yeah.
It is an easy fix, but I want to use the things that are provided is so I can give my feedback.
Right.
And yeah, the shower gel doesn't bother me. But the shampoo, man, my hair, like I said, it's just dry. It's like straw even after I conditioned.
Yeah. Yeah. The fourth thing, and we only have 4 things on our list, guys. I mean, really, they really should add 1, if not 2 more omelet stations.
Yeah.
There's only 1. It's all the way in the back of the buffet, which is the back of the ship, right? So if you're on deck 16 and you want an omelet, you got to go all the way to the back, which to me is okay because it's not as crowded back there to begin with, but it's well hidden back there. So I'd like to see them add a couple more omelet stations.
Yeah.
And there's typically just one guy with 2 pans.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, they really do a good job of, having, the different omelets out there every day and different variety for breakfast. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It really would, because, not everybody likes pesto and feta or sun-dried tomatoes. And,
Or
and
just a plain one. They have plain every day.
They do have plain,
yeah.
But, it'd be nice.
The buffet in general is amazing, how it's
is.
all laid out and the different foods and things. Your mics are off.
Oh?
No, I'm seeing them. I'm hearing them. I'm seeing them. No, they're on. Is anybody else not hearing us?
Well.
Anybody else? Please tell us. Let us know. I don't want to go any further if we are having a microphone issue, but
exactly.
We're hearing it. We're seeing it. Never mind, it was your TV muted. I was like, come on, just one show without something blowing up.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one. That's all we ask.
Oh, here's some applause for It's Just the TV. Woo.
Oh,
Okay.
best news I've heard in a while.
Right. So outside, for us on this particular ship, outside of that, we really don't have any complaints.
No.
I stuck my head in the big theater tonight for one of the shows. I only had just a couple minutes, and for the few minutes that I was standing there, I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, it was I think it was called Rock Royalty or something, and so they were going through, I think it was 2 to 3 different songs that I got to hear, and the dancers were just kicking it, and they had a couple specialty dancers doing some things at the same time. Man, it was great.
Oh, good.
So people had asked about the shows, and we hadn't gotten to see a whole show, but I did at least get to see a couple of minutes, probably 6-7 minutes tops. And for the 6 or 7 minutes I was standing there, the vocalists were just nailing it. The dancers were nailing it. So I was pretty impressed. So,
nice. Yeah.
So next time we take a cruise, there's one night that we're going to take off, or we're going to stream really early or really late, so we can go see the shows.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. Overall, this definitely for us, at least for me, I definitely a thumbs up.
Yeah, me too.
So there you go, Lisa.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would book MSC. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get back to a couple more questions.
All right.
Tuesday says today I'll be Saturday. Okay.
Yay.
All right, Saturday. Welcome to the broadcast. You might have answered this, but does the ship have solo cabins?
Oh, no. We haven't answered that one. We haven't.
You know what? I don't know. Yeah.
Let's take a note on that.
Yeah. Do me a favor, Tuesday. When this is done, when we're done with our live broadcast, do me a favor, click on the replay, leave a comment in there with this question so we can answer it back to you. Okay? We'll go down and if we can even get close to customer service. Because there's a couple things that people are still not doing. Okay? They're not linking their cards. Right? We talked about this. We did a special video on it. All right? There's kiosks on deck 5, 6, and 7. You have to take your key card there. You have to scan your key card, and then you have to scan your credit card. If you're lucky, it didn't happen to us this cruise. If you're lucky, it'll ask whoever else is in your cabin, do you want to include them in this? On our first 4-day cruise, it brought Lisa up. I said, absolutely. So we were done. This cruise, that linking did not happen, meaning the 3-day cruise that we're on now. So we had to do a second registration with her. I promise you, they are not going to let you off the ship. When they call your number and you're waiting in that line for 20 minutes to get off the ship, and you get out there and scan your card and you haven't cleared up your balance because you didn't pay cash or do what you had to do, they're going to push you out of line, and then you're going to have to go take care of it. So please, 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 please remember with MSC to go to one of those kiosks. Do not go to customer service. They are not going to do it. They are just going to tell you to go to one of the kiosks. Okay, so just go do it. It is very simple. I forget which stream we did it on, but we literally shot a video of us doing it. It is simple. You go up, touch your language, touch your key card, and follow the instructions. That is it. Okay? So please, 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 please make sure you do that. It'll make for a nice, smooth transition as we get off the ship, because Lord knows the two most challenging times on a ship are embarkation and debarkation. And so to try to make it as smooth and painless as it can be, make sure you link those cards. Okay?
Exactly.
Antonio says, I've only cruised with Carnival with my two daughters. They are in their early 20s. Would you say they would enjoy MSC Cruise, or would they be bored? Oh, no. They're going to enjoy themselves. There's a ton of mid-20s on here. There's all kinds of things to do, right? I mean, obviously, there's no kids clubs for the 20s, but, you know, there's the bars and the disco and the cabaret in the back. I mean, there is a ton of stuff to do. Is there a rock climbing wall? No.
But there's a ton of water slides, and there's a nice arcade.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, mid-20s. I don't know if they're arcade.
Oh, I've seen
That's true.
seen people in their 30s on
That's
those slides.
true.
I gotta
That's
go
true.
on that slide.
That's true. I wasn't talking about the slides. I was talking about the arcade.
Oh, the arcade.
That's more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So.
But you know, with the simulator, the car and the river rafting
That's true.
thing,
Yep.
those are a little bit more geared towards older people.
Yeah, no, there's like I said, a ton of mid-20s on this ship, so they'll have a blast.
Yeah,
They'll have a blast. Really.
I would agree. Yeah, we did see a ton of early 20s on this ship for sure.
Larry's like, another MSC cruise you enjoy. Maybe I'll try another. This is our friend Larry. We've known Larry for years and years and years and years. He has been a very loyal royal/celebrity cruiser, and like he's just hundreds. We're not. He's on a ship more than he's on land. He and his wonderful wife, and so they did try MSC.
What about 6
last
months
year,
ago, I think?
and probably 8 months
8
now.
months now.
And their experience was nothing like ours. It was 180 degrees the opposite. And we won't go over it because ours has been fine. But they were actually. Is it okay if I go into some of the details, Larry? Tell me yes or no. I don't want to say things that you may not want me to say. So let me know if it's okay if I tell basically the whole story, or at least edited versions of it. Just say yes. Leave it in the comments.
Maybe we could interview him.
Yeah, we can bring Larry on as a guest.
Yeah.
Larry, the mic is yours. We're going to go take a nap. Bev says some MSC ships do have solo cabins, but not seaside. Well, we're on the seashore, not the seaside, but that's neither here nor there.
And they are definitely, there is definitely different things on this ship versus the seaside.
Yeah,
for sure. So
Larry says yes. Okay.
Okay.
So Larry and his wife and another couple booked onto one of the MSC ships. Again, it was about 8 months ago, and I believe it was the Seaside, and they were up in the yacht club. Now, the yacht club, we've talked obviously ad nauseum here. It is a ship within a ship. It is under lock and key, and unless you just can't get up there as regular guests for any kind of reason at all. You have butler service. I mean, it is an amazing experience. Well, except for Larry. First of all, his butler was less than attentive. In fact, their friend's butler did more for them than their own butler did. In fact, if I remember the story correctly, the butler did nothing other than show up the first day and show up the last day. Yeah. They never saw the person in between. And so he was a little bit disgusted with that, which I would be, in the sense that is part of what you're paying for at that level. It's not an entitlement thing. It's we've paid for this service. Where is the service?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to be clear on that. This isn't about, it's no, we've paid for a service. We're it's like if you paid for a pepperoni pizza. Well, and somebody brought you a cheese pizza. I was like, no, I paid for pepperoni. I want my pepperoni pizza. It's not an entitlement thing. It's You paid for it. Anyway,
Yes.
so his butler was nowhere to be found. Up there in the restaurant, his wife actually got food poisoning from up there in the restaurant and had to be treated for it.
Some bad seafood.
Yep, some bad seafood.
Yeah.
Larry comes from a cooking, and I'll just say a culinary background. He's had many restaurants and obviously knows his way around a kitchen and his way around food. Yeah, Larry says food poisoning. Yep.
Yeah.
And I forget the exact meal. He'll put it in the comments, I'm sure. But there was something on the menu, and let's just say it was veal marsala, no, shrimp scampi, I don't know, whatever it was. He'll put it in the comment. I can't remember what it was, but whatever showed up was not what it was.
Chicken Kiev.
Oh, chicken Kiev, that's
Yes.
right. He goes, this is not chicken Kiev. Where's the this and where's the that? He actually had the chef come out, and the chef told him, we used to cook it that way, but now they won't let me. So we make it like this. And he's like, well, then why call it chicken Kiev if it's not going to be
chicken Kiev?
chicken Kiev? Call it chicken not Kiev or something. It was the clam risotto that she got the food poisoning with. Okay. Yeah. So their experience was completely different. It was a miserable 7 days for them, but they make the best of it regardless after one gets over the food poisoning. But they just, because of the experience, would never come back here.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I didn't speak to him about MSC until we were already on the ship. I had no idea. He's like, dude, I can't believe you're on there. Man, that ship sucks. And then he told me a story. It's like, oh my Lord, holy crap. And but in the end, we were on the seaside. Our experience was 180 degrees the other direction, and our experience here as well.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
so
Agreed. You know, things change.
He says chicken Kiev. They served a chicken, a fried chicken patty and called it chicken Kiev. Well, look, in the same breath, Lisa ordered the blackened red snapper last night.
Yes.
It wasn't blackened.
It wasn't.
No.
So
it was delicious.
It was.
It
But
just wasn't
didn't-
blackened
yeah.
snapper, red snapper.
Yeah.
So, you know, outside of the food poisoning and the butler service and the other things, if I remember the story correctly, he liked the beauty of the ship, but
Yes.
obviously the service wasn't there and the food wasn't there for them, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
So I can't and don't know what has changed since the 9 months ago when they were on until now, but our experiences have just not been the same. Larry,
No.
come back. Just don't do the yacht club. Do an Aria suite instead. Maybe do that. Anyway, just an idea. Come with us in November on the Seascape. It's out of Miami.
Yeah.
Was it the 12th we're going? No, the 16th. We went through this last night.
Yeah, we
I think it's
did.
the 16th. Hang on, I'm looking now on the where is it? Calendar. Oh, it's November. Yeah, the 16th. 16th through the 23rd.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Come join us. We'll go again. Anyway. So, yeah. So, Larry. So, let's see what else. Because there's a couple that have been coming in here. Bev says, oh, you know, we've already signed it. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah, food poisoning. I meant Seashore. Yep. Okay. Clam risotto. Antonio says, I don't know, Larry, if I'd go back to MSC again.
Yeah.
Look, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't.
Same.
Right? I wouldn't blame anybody for
And
not coming
honestly,
back with that experience.
Had we spoken to Larry prior to booking, we probably
We
wouldn't
may not have
gone on.
We may not have.
But, you know, since then, you know, this is our third sailing, and we've loved it.
Yeah.
We've had great experiences.
Yeah. We love the look of the ship. We love the feel of the ship. We love the staff of the ship.
You know, and as with anything, you know, the reviews that from Larry, his experience was, you know, a considerable amount of time, and you know, things do change. You know, staff comes in and gets replaced, and hopefully, that's taken care of. I mean, like I said, we haven't experienced anything
No,
that Larry had.
no, not at all. And even right, down to the staff, walking through the hallways, everybody's hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Our cabin steward, he's always
He's
present.
very attentive.
Always present.
Yeah.
He's in our cabin at least twice a day, and any other time that just let me know, and I'm like, we're good. It's okay. There's plenty of people have trash cabins that need your attention, not ours. When you walk in our
He
cabin,
might like to come in and hide in ours.
it may be. Yeah, as we some of the stuff we talked about last night, in
Yeah.
between and looking at cabin stuff and the trash and what people do to their cabins, it's just insane. Larry says, "I'll go with you."
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. That
sea-
makes me happy.
The Seascape out of Miami on November 16th.
yes.
It's a Western, right?
It's in-
Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Cozumel.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And the ship, I believe, is one of the newer ones built
It is.
in 2022.
2022. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, the Seascape.
Yes.
So yep, somebody down there is there on their phone? I'm looking at balcony cam. Down there talking. I'm amazed at how many people are on their phone talking. And not. I'm just generally speaking, right, on the ship. These days with like WhatsApp and different web or Wi-Fi based apps that you can call people. You don't need to be using the AT&T cell signal. You just use the Wi-Fi. So one thing that I love about cruising is disconnecting a bit from the world. I don't mind this, but I am not going to be on my phone, talking to my buddy. Larry, he can chat with me here.
Love you, Larry.
We do. Oh, good Lord. So, I feel there was at least one more thing that I wanted to talk about. It's not on my list and I can't remember. So, I do know that the embarkation process is sort of like everybody else's. We won't be able to come on tomorrow night. We're talking. That's what it was. I was going to tell you reality is about to slap us in the face.
Yes, it is.
So the minute we get off the ship tomorrow and throw the bags in the truck, and we are on our way to grab a U-Haul, pack some stuff up in it, and then maybe nonstop drive to Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
So we're going from the nice warm weather of the Bahamas and Florida up to where
that
it's
snow room and the massage. The spa.
and the spa for a couple of weeks of event we have up there, and then of course turn around and come back. So when we come to you next, it'll be from the frozen north. Hopefully from the comforts of our nice warm hotel.
Yes,
we
exactly.
won't have the RV. It's there's nothing open up there yet. Even if we wanted to bring it, it's still too cold, and so they haven't opened up their RV parks and stuff because it's just everything freezes. Just nobody wants to be in an RV, so we leave it home. Sometimes we've flown up there to do the event, but we're just gonna drive. So maybe we turn on and do a stream, maybe we don't. I don't know. We'll have to see how we feel about that. But yeah, right back to work, man. Boom, instantly. So
Yeah.
so we need to be there by Monday afternoon. So anyway, so that's the reality. We've already told you we've just booked with MSC again. We have the Carnival Frenzy coming up here soon, which is their inaugural cruising out of Long Beach. We are going to be on that ship. Bring that to you. We are looking at a potential Princess cruise up for Alaska after the Frenzy. So we
Still have a little juggling to do to figure all of that out.
we
but,
need probably another week or so, I think, really.
Yeah.
Maybe a week and a half. I don't know.
That's
We'll
where our
figure that out
head's
in 2
at
weeks.
right now.
Yep. And we're still looking to get on Margaritaville of the Sea here soon, too. And then, so we still have, lots to bring you and lots to do for you guys. But in the interim, we have cruise news and other fun things that we will keep you busy. We have all the passenger cabin decks that are getting edited as we speak, and we'll be putting those out. We want to finish putting out the Carnival Jubilee first, and then we'll start with this ship, and then the rest of them that we have. So lots of stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So if does anyone else have anything else they'd like to ask why we're here? Because if not, we will just end. It'll be time for us to go. We got to pack all this stuff up ourselves because we got to be out of the cabins by, what is it, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Right,
7 o'clock.
So, anyway, but we've had an overall great time. I'm not sure I would ever do a 3-day or a 4-day again.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to do a 3-day, 4-day. I really don't. I prefer the 7 days. I just 3 and 4 days is just not long enough for us.
And even though we did it back to back, it was still 7 days. That changeover day, even though we didn't have to pack up everything, even though we didn't have to move cabins and all that stuff, the day was really interrupted by the fact that everything was starting over again.
Yeah.
So we did have to go down, we did have to leave the ship, we did have to come back on, and then it was like starting over again. Then everything else was starting over again. That night's menu was the same as the first night of the day 4. The second night menu was the same as the second night, and tonight's menu was the same as the last night. And so it just at least from that standpoint, even doing a back-to-back, it still didn't feel like a 7 days on a ship. It felt like a 4-day and a 3-day, and we just happened to do them closely to one another.
It did. Yeah, for sure.
So that's just our style, for those who only have a limited amount of time, a 4-day or 3-day, you will have a fantastic time. Their cruise staff, I don't know what to call them, like Carnival's Fun Squad. I mean, they were out there with the white party last night. They're everywhere. The activities, you will have a blast. So even though it's not the fun ship, meaning Carnival, there's still an amazing amount of fun that happens on here.
Yeah.
Right? So come and see it for yourself. I can't say you would be disappointed. I don't know how you could be, right? Anyway,
we enjoy it.
Bev says just north of Buffalo, we're 65 money.
Okay.
Yeah. We looked at the weather, but that's it. After that, it's back down into the at least look. We're based out of Florida. Anything south of 60 degrees is
cold.
Freaking cold. So the daily, come on, daily Buffalo. Yeah, we've got 66 and let's just say 65 both days, Monday and Tuesday, but then 50, 49, 52, 47, 42, 30, 43, and I can't see past there. So yeah, that's gonna be cold.
That's cold for us.
But look, we're going to be inside most of the time. It's okay. Look, we'll survive. We'll just wear 14 layers of cruise T-shirts.
Yes, exactly.
North of Buffalo. Does this ship do a 7-day? Another great question. I don't have an answer, but hang on, Danny. You just entertain. I think I can find this out myself quickly. Because I'm just going to go to... Oh, speaking of... I use Vacations to Go all the time for like their deck plans and maps and like quick research. Because their site is pretty intuitive. I've never booked through them before. But their site is great when it comes to these things. However, the deck plans for this ship on Vacations to Go are wrong.
They are totally wrong.
They are wrong.
Yeah.
And,
we went up to the first day, the buffet, the first day looking for the buffet, and according to the deck plans on Vacations to Go, the main buffet was on deck 8. So we went to deck 8, and there's no buffet there. It's on deck 16. There's a bunch of other things that were incorrect as well. It may be the same class of ship, but it's not the same. Definitely not what they have it showing on their floor plans.
So I'm not exactly. It's going to be rough for me to determine on the phone because I need it this way and to see a lot of info on my computer. But 11, 4, 3, 10, 11, 4, 3, 10, 14, 14, 14, 14, 11, 4, 3. Those are the cruises and their days. However, the next one starts when we get off. It says it's an 11-day, but there's a 4-day that starts on the 10th. So my guess is that's a back-to-back, booked as one, an 11-day cruise, but it's a 7-day and a 4-day back-to-back.
Now on those back-to-backs, make sure you do your fire drill, your emergency drill on both both
Yeah.
itineraries.
Even though he says those getting on the ship today only.
yes.
I've been on the ship. It's not today. Anyway, I do not see where it says 7. So I don't know if you're stuck doing the 11 or it just is not showing up here. But yeah, they are doing some 7-day itineraries without a doubt. The next 11-day is on March 17th. And the very next cruise starts on the 24th. So again, that's a 7-day, but it's a 7 and a 4 put together. And let's see, where does that go? Let's see where that goes. One on the 17th. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Starts off with Port Canaveral, of course, then goes to the private island, day at sea, Belize, Costa Maya, Cozumel, day at sea, back to Port Canaveral. And then the 4 part of it is 2 days at their private island, Nassau, and like our first 4 days, basically, with the exception of they actually probably will get to go to the island for 2 days because their engines won't be in back. So, yeah, they are doing some 7 days. You just got to go look and work it out, okay? So hopefully that helps. Chris says, great show. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, Michigan is going to be in the 70s on Monday. I know, crazy weather, right, Antonio? It's unbelievable. Spent time in the snow room to prepare. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go down there tonight, sneak in. And actually, I don't know if it's too late, but because of the status that Carnival, we're gold, we get a 1-hour thermal suite or 1-day something that we can go probably go, hey, we're gold. And they'll let us in, and we'll go sit in that snow room for an hour. Is it time yet?
No, thanks. It was nice to look at, but I wouldn't sit in there.
Yep. The whole winter has been crazy. It really has.
Yeah.
Driving live, yes, Danny, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
That would be an awfully long live stream.
It would be.
Holy cow.
It would be.
Yeah.
And it is interesting, or as much as we enjoyed it, it's actually, and I think we've talked about this before, it's a little tough because I can't turn the music on.
Yes.
And so, especially in the wee early hours, some of you stay with us, but then, of course, you're tired. You go to bed. We get it. It's okay. But then we're by ourselves again. The camera's still on. It's still live, and I still can't turn on the radio. So it's a little strange.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe from the get-go we might, do a little bit.
Yes, they are not real, Danny. They are all fake.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, that was the other thing. I forgot to tell you. They're all fake, Danny. Yep. And Tony says, I think they make you do the muster drill again because you changed cabins. Your muster area would be different. No, we're in the same cabin.
We're in the same
Remember,
cabin.
we didn't move. Everything was the same for us. Muster station F right by the champagne bar.
Yep.
Right? So, but as I said, maybe that should be something on my list of things to change. The cruise director, his words were, they were very powerful for those getting on the ship today. And he emphasized today only. Mm-hmm. Only. He used the word only. For those who got on the ship today or embarking on the ship today only, you're blah, 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 blah. And so, well, we didn't get on the ship today. We're already here. So in the way that it was phrased, it's like, that leaves us out. We don't actually have to go, which is why we didn't. And then we got the nasty gram. You didn't go to your muster drill. You're not going to get up early in the morning and come see us.
No sleeping in for you.
Oddly enough, there was 29 people that were doing the back-to-back. There were 29 people that showed up in the morning that didn't do their muster drill. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I can't say that I recognized or didn't recognize the other 27 people there. But it was the same number of people that were back-to-backs. It's got to just be a coincidence. But I could have swore there was a few people in there that I recognized from our line. But we were in the front of the line, so we didn't really see anybody else behind us. So I don't know if any of the rest of the back-to-backers, but it was just, I found it interesting that there was 29 people in doing back-to-back, and 29 people did not do their muster drill. So, yeah.
Oh, my.
Hang on just one second. Okay, sorry about that. Making sure that wasn't important. They seem to book like that a lot. Was looking at one out of New York, and it is either 7 or 14. Right. So yeah, sometimes it's weird. There's some back-to-backs that I looked at that are more expensive than if you book it separately, because we've just been doing a bunch of research on some cruises and things. And if I booked, say, like a 7-day and a 4-day, it was less expensive to book it as a 7-day and a 4-day as it was as I booked it as an 11-day back-to-back by like $50. It wasn't a ton, but just, $50. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Good evening, Desiree. Welcome.
Hey.
So, yeah, pay attention to that. If you are doing that, and that's why one of the reasons why I like Vacations to Go. All the stuff is there. It's easy to see. Obviously, prices don't include, port taxes, this, that, or whatever, and it's usually based upon, guarantees. So, I'll give you a perfect example. We're looking at one of the Alaskan cruises, and it was on sale for like, I don't know, $399 per person. We're like, yeah, let's go take a look at this one. So we looked at this one, $399. By the time we got to where it was where we wanted to be, which was balcony, and we get to pick the cabin, it was $1,000 per person.
Yeah. It was $899 if you let them choose the cabin.
Yeah.
But
of course, the $399 was
interior.
for interior, which is fine. But it gives you an idea of, at least us when we're looking at it, where everything else typically is priced.
Yeah.
So we got on the cruises website, went through the little screens, and when it got down to it, like she said, it was $899 if you do a guarantee. Let them pick the cabin, or $1,000 if we want to pick the cabin. In Alaska, we've never been, and so when we go, at least the very first time, we definitely want to pick the cabin. We want to make sure that we're seeing things. There's a reason why we're booking a balcony, not just because we want to do balcony cam for you guys, but we like to sit out there, especially if it's going to be Alaska. We're going to be sitting out there a lot.
Exactly.
Right. I have to. What I might do, we do Alaska. We're going to bring a second computer. We're going to turn that computer on with a mic, with the camera, just 24/7. Balcony cam 24/7. See Alaska go by.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's not going to happen. The $50 is for your embark babysitter. Probably. Probably. But that's an interesting thing. If you book it as an 11-day, do you have to go off the ship like
Isn't
we
that a
did?
thought? Yeah.
Because it's an 11-day. It's not a 7 and a 4 stuck together. It's one cruise at 11 days. That's a really good question. Write that down. We are going to find an answer. We come up with our own questions.
Right.
But I mean, this is a real thing, right? Especially experiencing back-to-backs. And as silly as we thought the getting on and off as it is. But if you're booking an 11-day or 12, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's one offered cruise with all the days combined, as opposed to booking them separate, do you have to get off the ship? We're going to go as soon as we're done, and we're going to ask that question. All right. There are 15 of you on with us right now. Thank you all so much. Everybody gets an applause. There it is.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for now 14. I just say hello to 15 and 14. All right. For those who haven't done it yet, I'm sure you all have, but please subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing. It is free. Hit the thumbs up. And it really does help us out. It's how YouTube knows that we're doing a good job, and then they show our videos to more people. And ultimately, that's what this is to bring the information that we provide you guys to as many people as possible, at least the first half of the show. Once we cover the content, we go off. I'm not going to say squirrel, but we get into a lot of Q&A, which to me, in a lot of cases, is just as important as the content.
Agreed.
Especially if there's a lot of questions, and they're good questions.
Yeah.
But most importantly, people want to see the decks, and they want to see where the cabins, and we do that. And so we'd like to do that, full time, and that just is a matter of more people finding out we're out here. So the more you can give us a thumbs up and share with your Facebook groups on your cruises up and coming, the more we sincerely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And we're back to 15. So hello, Mr. 15 or Mrs. 15. Welcome to the show. So, do we have anything else?
Anybody else have a question?
I don't know. We can turn, let's turn Sal around.
Oh.
There's some lights out there in the distance.
Look at that.
That is a live camera, guys. It's our camera out on our balcony.
Oh, that looks like a ship over there.
Does it? Oh,
Doesn't that look like a ship?
It does look like a ship. I don't think I can zoom in far enough, though.
I don't think you can either. No, can't really tell.
Oh, it's definitely a ship.
Is it a
Oh,
ship?
yeah, that's a ship. I just can't tell outside of that. But hang on. I'll go put some quick eyes on it for you guys. And now there's 20.
Right.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Hi. Yes, welcome.
Again.
So Robert is going to go take a peek at the ship and see if he can get a better look at it. I know last night during the white party, we saw the Celebrity Beyond zip past us. I believe a royal ship went by as well. Could you tell who that was?
I can't tell who it is,
Gotcha.
but it's definitely a ship, and it's definitely going in the opposite direction of us.
Okay.
So it's heading out when we're going in.
Gotcha.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll give you another little here. We'll go far enough? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, no. We'll go the other way real fast. We might not be able to go this way either. Hi there. There we are. So, yep, it's our camera. Hi, Sal. Sitting there watching, right? Hal's right here. Sal's over there. All right, enough of that. That is of course, you've already seen the tour of our cabin, hopefully. There we go. Excellent. There's balcony cam for you guys. Yeah. All right. Well, look, I don't want to stay here just to stay here. We appreciate you let's see, Danny says one more thing. I would rather ask questions than see you play basketball. Just saying. You and me both, buddy. That was embarrassing.
I don't know about you. I was entertained.
Yeah. I'm so glad you all were entertained. Oh, my Lord. That was painful. I mean, I used to play all the time. I mean, was younger. I was in basketball leagues. Just played all the time. I actually stopped playing and converted to soccer when I got into high school. But I played ball until I got up into high school. And then got into soccer. And I played soccer all through high school. I was a keeper, goalie, for those who, anyway.
Well, things change. When you're younger and much shorter, you've grown about a foot in height, so yeah, your aim is going to be off.
Oh yeah, actually, when I graduated high school, I was 5'11", so I've grown 5 inches since I graduated high school. I think I'm still growing, like elephantitis or something. I don't know. All of a sudden, one day you're going to hear me say 6'5". You're going to be like, wait a minute. Hasn't he been saying 6'4" for 3 years? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still growing. Yeah, that basketball was tough. That was tough. It really was. So, all right. Again, it's great to hang on here and chat with you. And there's 15 people, and I hate to see 15 people go, but we've been with you for about an hour and 20 minutes. We do have to get off the ship tomorrow early.
And I want some pizza.
She wants some pizza.
Yeah.
You're on your own with the pizza tonight. So,
yeah.
All right, everybody. We love you all. We appreciate you all. And until we see you again on the next ship or on the next live show, y'all be safe.